Either you hand me your entire salary every month, or this marriage is over. That's how my wife, Melissa, greeted me one Thursday evening. No hello, no kiss, not even a simple, "How was your day?" Just that cold, deliberate ultimatum, standing in the kitchen with her arms crossed, eyes sharp, radiating a control I barely recognized anymore. For a moment, I just stared, briefcase still in hand, unsure if I'd heard correctly. 9 years of marriage. 9 years of building a life together. Our small home, our modest savings, our quiet routines. And yet lately, she'd changed. The woman who once laughed at my terrible jokes and danced around the kitchen while cooking dinner now barely glanced at me unless she wanted something. "Excuse me," I said finally, keeping my voice measured. Melissa exhaled, annoyed. "I'm tired of living like this, Tom. You're too generous with money, always helping your parents, your brother with rent. Meanwhile, I'm stuck juggling bills. If this marriage is going to work, I need full control of the finances. All of it." It sounded logical, almost reasonable, if not for the sharp edge beneath her words. I tried to reason. "Melissa, I already transferred most of it to our joint account. You have access to everything." "No, not most. All." Her voice sliced through mine. "From now on, your full paycheck goes into my account. I'll manage everything. You don't have to worry about money anymore." The way she said it was final, like a manager giving orders, not a partner making a request. I laughed awkwardly. "You make it sound like I'm your employee." Her face didn't soften. "If you want this marriage to survive, you'll do it. I'm done struggling because you can't manage your priorities." Those words hit harder than I expected. I wanted to argue, to remind her I'd never been irresponsible, but instead, a cold, heavy weight settled in my stomach. This wasn't about money. It was about control. That night, I lay awake while Melissa scrolled through her phone, her face flickering in the glow of the screen. She giggled quietly once, then turned away when she realized I was watching. Weeks of distance had already built up. Late-night work calls, weekend errands that lasted hours, the faint scent of men's cologne that wasn't mine. And now this, the demand for my entire salary. I wanted to tell myself it was tension, that I was imagining things, but instinct told me otherwise. I decided to test it. The next morning, I claimed I had transferred my full paycheck into her account, but I hadn't. Half went into savings, the other half into hers. I wanted to see her reaction. That evening, she came home humming, almost cheerful, but when she checked her phone, her smile faltered. "Tom," she said, icy again, "why is there less money than expected?" Play dumb, I thought. I thought that was a full amount. She glared. "Don't play games. You make $4,300 a month. There's only $2,150 here." Her precision startled me. She knew my salary down to the last cent. "Melissa, I paid a few bills this morning." "Which bills?" Her tone wasn't curious. It was interrogation. In that moment, I saw it clearly. The greed, the obsession, the need for control. I stayed calm. "Utilities, insurance, a few things. I can show you the receipts." She studied me for a long moment, then forced a smile. "Fine, but next month I expect a full amount. Understand?" I lied. Over the next few days, she seemed more affectionate, cooking my favorite meals, leaving little kisses before work, texting me sweet messages. It should have felt nice. It didn't. It felt rehearsed, calculated. Then one night, as she showered, her phone lit up on the nightstand. A message preview flashed. "Can't wait for our weekend, babe. Got the suite again. Tross." My pulse pounded so loudly it drowned out the sound of running water. I stared at the name, just the letter T. I didn't know anyone by that initial. The shower stopped. I put the phone back and pretended to be asleep. She slipped into bed a few minutes later, humming softly, hand resting on my chest as if nothing was wrong. But inside, my world was collapsing. Over the following days, I became a ghost in my own home, going through breakfast, work, dinner, while my mind obsessed over that message. Who was T? A co-worker? Someone online? On Saturday, she announced she was going on a girls' spa weekend. My stomach clenched. Where? I asked. Just outside the city. Prepaid, she said with an overly bright smile. While she packed, I checked our shared calendar. No spa, no weekend getaway, just a blank space where lives lived. When she left, I waited 15 minutes, then followed. She didn't drive to a spa. 2 hours south, to a coastal hotel, the Riverside Inn. My heart hammered. I watched as she stepped out of the car, smiling, light in her movements, the kind of joy I hadn't seen in months. And then I saw him, a tall man, mid-30s, leather jacket, sharp haircut. He embraced her, kissed her like she was his, and she kissed him back, no hesitation. My stomach twisted. It wasn't just betrayal. It was humiliation. Watching the woman I loved give herself to someone else so easily. I stayed in the car for an hour, watching them laugh, holding hands, walk into the hotel. Then I drove home in silence, chest hollow. That night, sleep eluded me. Every sound felt like an echo of her laughter with him. When she returned the next day, glowing, she said, "The spa was amazing," placing her bag down. I said nothing. She kissed my cheek, humming again, then went to shower. I stood in the kitchen, gripping the counter until my knuckles whitened. Then I saw it. Her purse left open, her phone visible. I unlocked it. I shouldn't have, but I did. Dozens of messages, pictures, hotel receipts, planning notes, T, and then Melissa. Once I get full control of the money, I'll tell him I need space. He can keep the mortgage and debts. I'll keep the cash. My hands trembled, vision blurred. Rage, heartbreak, maybe both. I put the phone back before she emerged, pretending all was normal. But inside, something had shattered. That week, I played along, smiled, kissed her goodnight, even agreed to transfer my full salary next payday. Behind the scenes, I prepared screenshots, bank records, messages. I met with a lawyer, opened a new account, moved my savings. On the first of the month, I left work early, came home, packed one suitcase with essentials. Melissa walked in. She froze. "What's going on?" I stayed calm, almost eerily so. "You were right, Melissa. You deserve control of everything." I handed her an envelope. Inside, printed screenshots of her messages with T. Her face went pale. "Tom, I can explain." "No," I said quietly. "You already did. Every message, every lie, every kiss while pretending to love me. And you'll notice something else." I handed her copies of the bank transfers. "You won't be seeing another one from me." I filed for separation. Her voice cracked. "You're just walking away?" I nodded. No yelling, no pleading, just walking away. Because I finally realized I was the only one fighting for us. A month later, the papers were signed. I moved into a small downtown apartment. Quieter, lonelier, but peaceful. Sometimes I remember the early days, holding hands in rain, whispers of growing old together. Those memories hurt the most. Then one day a message arrived. "Melissa, I made a mistake. He left me. Miss you. Can we talk?" I stared. My heart ached. Not from love, but pity. I replied simply, "I already did all the talking. You chose silence." Then I blocked her. 2 years later, I'm doing better. Found someone new. Someone who asks for my presence, not my paycheck. Someone who listens, shares, laughs without pretending. Sometimes I still wonder how love can turn so cruel, how promises rot from the inside. But I've learned this. Betrayal doesn't define you. How you rise from it does. When someone tries to take everything, your trust, dignity, heart, the best revenge isn't anger. It's walking away with your peace intact. And that's exactly what I did.